You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. I'm Pinky Webb. Our guest today, House Strategic Intelligence Committee Chair and Surigao del Sur Representative Johnny Pimentel. Congressman, it's good to see you again. Welcome to The Source. Let me already start with my first question. I did read that you are actually urging government to construct what is called a naval forward operating bases, or FOBs, in the West Philippine Sea. Congressman, please tell us what exactly are FOBs.
Actually, Pinky, I already filed the bill last Monday, House Bill number 9420, for the government to establish forward operating bases. This is actually small-scale naval and military bases to protect our national security, especially the West Philippine Sea. And with an initial funding of 5 billion pesos. Actually, this is not just a whim or what I just thought, but rather it is based on the Naval Strategic Basin Plan of the Philippine Navy for 2040. I just want it to be accelerated because of the problem in the West Philippine Sea. Now, if you can give me a few minutes, I would like to give a background on why we came, or why rather I thought of this. On Article 3 of the UN Convention on Laws of the Sea, or rather the UNCLOS, it states there that every state has the right to establish the breadth of a territorial sea up to a limit not exceeding 12 nautical miles from its baseline. Now, on Article 57, this is the most important provision, which involves the exclusive economic zone. The exclusive economic zone of each state shall not exceed beyond 200 nautical miles. Now, what is this ECC? Within the 200 nautical miles EEC, the Philippines has sovereign rights for the purpose of exploring, exploiting, conserving, and managing the conserving and managing the natural resources of the waters within the 200 nautical miles, meaning including fishing, oil exploration, or all other natural resources within the 200 nautical miles. Actually, the Philippines is not claiming the entirety of the West Philippine Sea. We are just claiming sovereign rights over the exclusive economic zone of the 200 nautical miles. Now, the problem started in 2012. If you will recall, we had what we call this Scarborough standoff. In 2012, our Philippine Navy tried to apprehend 8 Chinese fishing vessels within the 200 nautical mile zone. But the Chinese Navy or Coast Guard warships blocked the efforts of our Philippine Navy. And this started the Scarborough standoff.
That started the standoff, yes.
The tension, to ease the tensions, the United States intervened. And then they brokered the deal, or United States brokered the deal between China and the Philippines that they should withdraw their warships para to ease the tension. Now, the Philippines committed, no? We withdrew our warships. However, the Chinese warships remained, hindi sila umalis. And then, this, after this, it over the entire West Philippine Sea. And after that, they started militarizing the entire, not entire, but they started putting up military bases in the different islands, in the different shoals, which is entirely illegal. And because of this, we filed a case in 2013 in the Permanent Court of Arbitration. And we already know that we won that case. So, but until now, as I've said, China has not recognized this. Now, here comes my proposal. Yun nga sinasabi ng presidente,
so what should we do?
It was our fault because yeah, that is why we withdrew our ships, and that emboldened the Chinese to proceed with their militarization of the West Philippine Sea. Now, actually, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I released a statement that the government should proceed with the purchase of 3 submarines, Scorpion-class submarines, which could which could monitor, which could be used as a deterrent to this incursion of the Chinese in the EEZ. Now, more than that, since I became the committee chairman on strategic committee on strategic intelligence, I've come to have some more information regarding this. So I came up with, why don't we put up this? This is based, as I've said, on the Naval Strategic Basing Plan 2040. The plan is that we will put up forward operating bases. We have our main naval bases, and I found out that we have a new technology now. Actually, it's a Dutch technology wherein we can put up floating platform. It's called float, flexible land on aquatic territory, and it is very flexible. We can put up as big as an airport, and this can serve as naval bases, military bases. The warships can dock there. Pwede rin tumira doon yung mga military natin, naval or coast guard, and we can put this up within the perimeters of our EEZ. Actually,
within the 200 nautical mile zone.
Because the Chinese is now in
Congressman. Okay, Congressman, we need to just take a very short break.
Nautical mile.
Yes, I understand. We need to talk. This is, of course, still the EEZ, the 200 nautical mile area from the baseline of the islands of the Philippines. But we need to take a very short break, Congressman. We will be right back. Congressman, unfortunately, we only have a minute left. So my last question is this. You filed this bill. What I want to find out is, will you get the support of your legislators, of the congressmen and congresswomen, regarding the passage of this bill of yours?
Well, I hope that they will support this bill, because I've said for the past few years, this standoff on this incursion of the China in our EEZ has been a pressing problem for the past several years. Hanggang baka pumasok na yun sa territorial sea natin, which is 12 nautical miles. We must do something, and I'm appealing to my colleagues and to the Senate to give the support. Anyway, it's only 5 billion pesos. We have 4.8 trillion pesos here. So this is just a drop in the bucket, and this is more to protect our national security and to protect our fishermen. That is all.
We will see, Congressman, how this progresses, if it does at the House of Representatives, and maybe if we see a counterpart bill at the Senate. Congressman Pimentel, it's good to see you again. Take care, sir.
Thank you.
And thank you for joining us here on The Source. I'm Pinky Webb. You're watching CNN Philippines.